Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. It is April 23rd. I didn't see you last week because it was the spring break that we would have had for the regular schools, so we planned on not doing that lesson. Hopefully, y'all saw that in the emails from Brandon and Mark. I didn't mention it last week because I kind of didn't realize it until after I had made the videos, but I hope everybody had a good Easter break and everything went well. I hope everybody's staying healthy and staying home, and I do hope that you've found some time to practice your music that I've sent you. I'm hoping that y'all like the new song that I sent out, Over the Waterfall. It was one of my old favorite songs. Glad to share that with y'all. Hadn't seen any comments, but I'm assuming that you got it. I don't know if you've tried it yet, but you've got plenty of stuff to work on. I wanted to say thanks to Elaine. She sent me an email, and glad that you're enjoying the music. And Dave Bruner got back to me too, and he gave a suggestion for a new song. I'm not gonna do it this week because I just gave you the other one, but basically what it comes down to is that we've got this lesson today, and then we'll have 3 more lessons, and then the important thing to talk about is that between May 17th and May 23rd, that is the last week of what would be lessons. The recital was supposed to be on Thursday, the 23rd. But since we're not able to do it, we had a meeting today, all of us, the teachers, and decided that us as individual teachers are going to ask y'all when a possible time between that Sunday, the 17th is a Sunday, and then the 23rd is the Thursday that would have been the recital, to pick a time that anybody that can and is able to have a way to do it, to do a Zoom meeting, which is, if anybody doesn't know, is just a video chat or business tool that people use to get together on the computer, which is happening a whole lot these days. I've been using it a lot for things I have to do, and so it's pretty cool and pretty easy to use. But I'm also going to put some details with the email when I send this video out about that as well, in case anybody doesn't get to see it. Then you can kind of know that, that's what's going on. But I'm leaning towards the later times in the day because I'll be done with school then and working. I think I could, depending on, we're going to just see what people can do and what their availability is. And lately, it's not been too hard, but by the time that comes up into late May, I don't know if things will be a little different by then, but trying to nail down a time that we can get together. And then I wanted to have a recital of sorts. Playing together may not necessarily work that good, but maybe go around and give each person a chance to play something for me and kind of see where you're at and see how it's sounding. See what kind of progress you've made, or if there's anything I can do to help you with what you're working on. So there'll be a couple other things at the beginning of the meeting, and whoever can make it, and if not, I'll send an email to who can't. But a couple other things like moving forward through the summer and into the next term of the lessons starting in late August, that potentially things that could be coming up and opportunities and stuff. So that's just something, if as soon as anybody could let me know, that would be great. So we could go ahead and kind of start putting a schedule together. So hopefully, I've talked to my guitar class about tuning. I think since y'all are all adults, then you probably been able to tune your instruments, and I believe everybody had done a pretty good job figuring that out. But we talked about the possibility if anybody broke a string or something, and the music stores are all closed, there's a possibility that we could get a string to somebody or kind of walk you through how to change one. It's not too bad. It's depending on the mandolin. Mine's kind of weird. This is an old mandolin of mine, but they always have loop end strings that you hook over kind of like a little hook, and then remember that every time you change a string, it goes through between the pegs. These are the pegs you wrap around, and then wraps around the peg and then through the hole and tighten. So that's, I've seen people wrap them around the outside, but they're always coming from the inside and then going around. And on this side, on the third and fourth string side, it's counterclockwise, and then it's clockwise on the other side. So just in case anybody, always remember, pay really close attention and change one string at a time, and pay attention to exactly how it goes on there before you go taking it off. I don't know how many times, especially with the mandolin, is another issue, because the bridge is just sitting there. And not only is it just sitting there, so if you take all the strings off, the bridge is going to fall off. But even more than that, it's sitting in a very specific place, because that's what makes the intonation correct on a mandolin. So the best way to know that is like playing it open and then playing at the 12th fret. And you can test that with your tuner. If your tuner's tuned to the note that it's supposed to be, or the pair of strings are tuned to the correct note, then if you go to the 12th fret and play it that next octave up, it should be pretty close to still showing the same note picking up on your tuner. Whatever kind of tuner, clip-on tuners are the easiest to deal with, but whatever you've got. And then, so let me think, if it's sharp there, that means the bridge needs to go back down towards the butt, towards the bottom. And then if it's flat, if it means below the note, it needs to come back up towards the sound hole. And that is kind of how you figure out where it's supposed to be. Another good trick is to take like painter's tape, the best kind of good painter's tape you can get, so it don't leave a bunch of glue like frog tape or something, and then you tape right around the edge of the bridge while the strings are still on it, because more than likely it's already in the right place. Then if you do that, then you can take all the strings off and set the bridge out of the way and clean it, whatever, blow all the dust out of it, whatever. And then when you go to put the strings back on, your bridge will just sit right back down in the little wood rectangle where you taped it around. And so that's a really good trick for floating bridge instruments of any kind. There's guitars like that, violins are like that, banjos are like that. Stand-up basses, the guitar is one of the only main ones, a regular acoustic guitar where you don't have to worry about that. But anyway, so that's maybe a little bit of a tip, but got a song idea in mind that Dave Brewer said, the Whiskey in the Jar. It's in D. This would be how to play a B minor. If you just play those two strings, I was thinking about an easy way to play B minor. It's about the easiest way I could think of. Don't worry about it so much right now, but I was thinking about introducing this one more new tune before we're done, and that's probably going to be it since he gave me the suggestion. But it's got B minor and then G, D, B minor, chorus. It's like D, G, D, A, A. That'll be fun. You may have heard it before. But anyway, just a few kind of things to go over. I know you got plenty of material to work on, plenty of chords to practice, and melodies to keep working on. Please let me know if you need any specific instruction. Otherwise, I'm going to assume y'all are doing pretty good. And most importantly, be thinking about those dates. And I'm hoping that you all can come. Of course, it can't be a requirement because some people may not be able to do it, but I'm really hopeful that y'all can, because it's going to be fun and a good way to end. And but anyway, we still got a little time for that. We got right at a month, actually. It's the 23rd of April today, so we got a good while, and it gives you plenty of notice to figure it out. Hope everybody has a good week, and I will have you a new video next week. Let me know if you have any questions.